This is Times Radio.
Heathrow Airport is offering free therapy to residents affected by its planned third runway. Apparently, it can be a better neighbour. Let's talk to Paul McGuinness, the chair of the No Third Runway Coalition. Hello, Paul.
Good afternoon, Fia. Hope you're well.
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. Now, a letter was sent to homeowners within the compulsory purchase zone, flagging that the airport will be funding a mental wellbeing support service. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I suppose at first glance or first read, it sounds fairly considerate, but it's not really quite what it seems. As you've just said, they claim that this will be demonstrating their commitment to being a good neighbour. But of course, this service is being offered to those whom they are trying to eject as neighbours because they're in the compulsory purchase zone area. And they've also given notice to neighbours who haven't completed Heathrow's questionnaire on the compulsory purchase zone. They've given notice unless they respond to that by the 6th of July, those neighbours will be subjected to home visits from one of their mental health professionals. So quite a few of the people in the area feel fairly distressed about this and rather see it as coercion in sheep's clothing.
It does seem extraordinary that somebody might come and knock on your door and say, I am here because you are losing your home and I'm going to listen to your thoughts about this and try and make it all better.
It is extraordinary, and you can well understand the anger of all those affected because they've really been living in blight for the best part of quarter of a century. While the project has been discussed, buried, disinterred, brought back to life as it has this time by Rachel Reeves, very much using statistics and figures that have been produced by a report commissioned and paid for by Heathrow Airport. So they feel very fed up, that yet again it's come up, and they feel very distressed that they're being treated in this manner.
To what extent is the expansion a done deal?
Well, it's a very interesting question that you ask, because even the proponents of it, the government, are finding it extremely difficult. The project's always been difficult simply because it's been a mission impossible. And governments after government are trying to push a square peg through a round hole. The nub of it is that Heathrow has an intractable problem. It's hemmed in by suburbia. And the whole point of this project, even though it's slightly erroneously called the third runway, is to build an airport. As the chief executive of Heathrow said 2 months ago, he said, look, the reason it's so expensive is because we're effectively building another airport. And it will take up about 950 acres, which is larger than many of the world's airports, larger than Birmingham Airport, for example, in order to build new hangars, hotels, shopping malls, 2 supersized car parks and a landing strip. But what it really equates to, because it intends to fly as many planes as Gatwick, what it really equates to is building Britain's second largest airport, right next to the largest,
and Paul,
land that's already in use.
Very briefly, if you can, because we're late to the news already, but does Andy Burnham make a difference? He's opposed Heathrow expansion plans in the past.
Well, yes, all the evidence that the government has put forward in this latest review shows it'll be deleterious to the regions. It will actually suck quite a lot of direct connectivity away from regional airports, which will simply relocate to Heathrow. So it will represent necessarily an assault on regional airports, regional aviation, and by extension, regional economic opportunity.
Good to talk to you, Paul. Thank you very much indeed for your time today. Paul McGuinness is the chair of the No Third Runway Coalition. All of your thoughts and your texts will happen after the news. We're very late.